DZMJ. Right now we are here on the activity of Chinese New Year of the Quezon City, the Chinatown of the Quezon City. Of course, this activity is spearheaded by the Quezon City government in partnership with Quezon City Association of Filipino Chinese Businessmen Incorporated and the Quezon City Chinatown Development Foundation here at Banawe, corner Calamba Street, Quezon City.
Wow, look at the crowd. Quezon City Mayor Joy Belmonte, His Excellency Ambassador Wang Jilian, Ambassador of China, Madam Chow, Dr. Henry Lim Bondiong, President of the Federation of Filipinos Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Inc., Quezon City government officials, members of the Federation of Filipino Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry, fellow Quezon City residents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome to today's celebration of the Chinese New Year. Today's event is a joint project of Quezon City Association of Filipino Chinese Businessmen, Inc. with the Quezon City government and the Quezon City Chinatown Development Foundation. The Quezon City Association of Filipino Chinese Businessmen, Inc. Committee Chair, Robert Ching, Co-Committee Chair, Levitson Tan, and all the members. Can you please stand up and be recognized, please? These are our members who are helping the Quezon City government. And the city government is spearheaded by our beloved Mayor, Joy Belmonte. And of course, supported by the Quezon City Cultural Tourism Department, Ms. Teta Tirona, and her staff. And the Quezon City Chinatown Development Foundation President, Charles Chen. Can you please stand up? Let's give them another one round of applause for the job well done. This event will not be possible without each one of you. Thank you very much for your support. While we celebrate Chinese New Year annually, today's celebration is extra special for several reasons. Reason number one, this is the first time that the Mayor, Joy Belmonte, and being the Mayor of the Quezon City government, give us full support for this celebration. We are delighted to have you here, Mayor. Let's hope that we'll do this every year. Would you like to see that? This is also the first time that the Ambassador of China is celebrating with us. Quezon City Association of Filipino Chinese Businessmen Inc. would like to thank His Excellency, the Ambassador Juan Chilian, for his presence. And incidentally, His Excellency is also here with his wife, Madam Chow. Can you please stand up? What a lovely couple, would you agree? Yes. And last but not the least, this is also the first time, as I can remember, that the President of the Federation of Filipino Chinese Chamber Inc. is attending our celebration. Welcome, Dr. Henry Lim Bondiong. He is the father of hybrid seeds in the Philippines. Celebrations are about coming together, and we are more than happy to have this chance today. Let's give our esteemed guest another round of applause. Although I am of Chinese descent, I was born and raised here in the Philippines. That makes me a Filipino Chinese, or a Chinoy for short. We Chinoys are the product of a coming together between our father China and mother Philippines. Like all good children, we always support our parents and always wish that they stay close in a warm and trusting relationship. As most of you know, this year is the year of the rat. In the Chinese zodiac, the rat is the symbol of opportunity because the rats can survive, grow, and multiply almost anywhere. So let's try not to eat them this year. We don't want any epidemic here. So today, I invite everyone to look for the countless opportunities that coming together brings. The government and businesses of Quezon City, working together with the government and businesses of China, can become an unstoppable force to uplift ourselves, our partners, and our neighbors. Let's all make the most of every opportunity to work together. How do we do this? The Quezon City Association of Filipino Chinese Businessmen Inc. purpose is to help fellow businessmen and the community, and together we launch key projects that we refer to ourselves as the four treasures. The first is learning lessons. We conduct seminars to share relevant information and knowledge for the benefit of our fellow businessmen in the community. We held several seminars such as maintaining peace and order by Police Superintendent Joselito Escobar Jr., Philippine labor law, your right as an employer, and know more about your inheritance and donation in real estate by our Secretary Attorney Kester Songkwa. Real estate due diligence and current updates by Dr. Mary Gauso, and the first Quezon City Businessmen Conference in coordination with the Philippine Chamber of Commerce in the industry of Quezon City, and the Quezon City government headed by Mayor Joy Bramante. Our second project is Itanong sa QCFCBI, or Ask QCFCBI. This is a project where anyone can forward to us their questions and concerns regarding or related to their business. After each seminar, we receive several inquiries and several calls to answer the question that they can ask during the forum. And you can contact us through our Viber, WeChat, or mobile phone. Third, financial support. This is to give aspiring entrepreneurs the opportunity to start their own business. We do financial support to them. They can approach us and we'll review the project and help them grow the business. Lastly, our QCFCBI Awards, what we term it as our Dragon Star Award. We recognize the best entrepreneurs and the best government employees in Quezon City for their excellence. We encourage them to raise the bar in the industry through the QCFCBI Dragon Star Awards. We will be having the second Dragon Star Awards this June 2020. And I assure you that we have a very exciting lineup. These 4 treasures was started during my term, where we have accomplished much. Even more needs to be done to make a difference. Everyone's support for these 4 treasures will go for a long way in giving others the opportunity to uplift their lives, our beloved Quezon City, and the rest of the world. To everyone here, may this celebration be meaningful, one as we celebrate the new year, in our coming together and the opportunities this brings. May you all have good health, good fortune, and these opportunities. 恭喜发财！
我是人。
Pleasant good afternoon to everybody here. Ang dami pala kayo dito. Of course, to our His Excellency Ambassador Wang Xinyan and to Madam Chow, our Honorable Mayor Joy Belmonte, whose father is a close friend of mine, being the Speaker of the House for many terms, and we have also our esteemed Quezon City officials, Mr. Charles Chen, Chairman of the Quezon City Chinatown Development Foundation, my colleagues in the Federation. I saw Alfonso C., our Honorable President, and so Alex Yap, our First Vice President, of course our Secretary General, Dr. Fernando Gan, is also there, and so is Western Flores, who's taking my picture right now. And of course, last but not the least is Mr. Joseph Limbon Juan, President of the Quezon City Association of Filipino-Chinese Businessmen. And of course, he's also the Vice Chairman of our Federation External Affairs Committee, and who happens also to be my brother. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and on behalf of our organization, the Federation of Filipino-Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry Incorporated, I would like to greet everybody a happy Chinese New Year. The Chinese or Lunar New Year is a most significant festival for many countries around the world. This is an auspicious time for renewing ties with family and friends and express our thanksgiving as one community. Congratulations to the Quezon City government led by our hardworking Mayor, Mayor Joy Belmonte, and all the organizers for the very successful celebration to welcome the year of the Metal Rat. The origin of the Chinese New Year festival traces back to thousands of years, with many colorful legends and traditions. Every Chinese New Year there are lion and dragon dances and firecrackers, which are believed to drive away bad spirit and bad luck. We also eat and give out decoys to our loved ones and friends, for stickiness, sweetness, and roundness symbolizes our bond, happiness, and unity. Likewise, the Chinese New Year pays tribute to thousands of years of history, friendship, and trade relations between the Philippines and China. This has brought about a growing presence of the Filipino-Chinese community across the country, which continues to contribute to the development of our nation. In our history, we have many heroes, government leaders, and icons who are of Chinese descent, our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, many of our past Philippine presidents, including Emilio Aguinaldo and now President Duterte, whose maternal grandfather is also a Chinese. We also have many senators, congressmen, and local government officials of Chinese heritage. Of course, our good city mayor, Mayor Joy Belmonte, has Chinese blood too. Under Mayor Joy Belmonte's leadership, we foresee Quezon City not only as a center for business, education, wellness, IT, and entertainment capital of the Philippines, but also as a fast-growing tourism destination. Also, I would like to mention that the mother of Mayor Joy Belmonte, the late newspaper publisher Betty Go Belmonte, who was one of the respected stalwarts of the Philippine Chinese community, with her generous heart for social, civic charities, and Christian advocacies. Moreover, Mayor Joy Belmonte's late grandfather, Jimmy Go Poinston, was a courageous advocate of Philippine press freedom and a resistant leader against the Japanese invasion during World War II. He was a cultural leader of our community and the publisher of the Fukien Times, which was once the largest Chinese newspaper in the Philippines. Our federation and the Filipino Chinese community will continue to serve as a bridge to promote unity among our Filipino and Chinese brothers and sisters toward greater progress. Both our similarity and diversity unite us and enrich our cultures. Together, we are filled with high hopes and optimism as we welcome the Chinese New Year. Despite recent challenges like the Taal volcano eruption, earthquakes and typhoons, just like last Wednesday, we were in Batangas together with our First Lady Hanilet Abinsanya to distribute 10,000 relief goods bags and 10,000 kikoys. I give out also 10,000 of our very famous Doña Maria brown rice, and we also feed 10,000 people with our very famous Doña Maria Champurado. Ang aming federasyon ay kaagapan po ang ating pamahalaan sa pagtulong ng ating mga kababayan. Nakasama na po tayong lahat sa pagpapaguyod ng ating bansa. Happy Chinese New Year to everybody. Our best wishes for your happiness, success, and good health. And thank you, and God bless us all. Pyong Hee, Wat Sai.
Sound Development Foundation Incorporated.
掌声欢迎他。
Honorable Mayor Joy Belmonte, His Excellency Ambassador Huang Qilian, Mr. Joseph Lim Bun Huan, President of Quezon City Association of Filipino Chinese Businessmen in, Dr. Henry Lim Bun Leong, President of Federation of Filipino Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry in, our city officers, my colleagues of Quezon City Chinatown Development Foundation, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. New Year has always been the time for a new beginning, a time to turn a new leaf or to start on a new venture, to make it better and improve ourselves. Today, we are gathered here to celebrate the Chinese New Year and the launch of our newsletter, Quezon City Filipino Chinese Business Journal, for the benefit not only for the Chinese community, but that of Quezon City as a whole. Unlike other business journals, we will discuss more on Quezon City government's development planning, pro-people project, new city regulations, resolutions, to introduce our city to all potential investors and to promote our association's project to help build our city to be known as the most friendly, best to live, and best to invest. This way, we hope to attract more investment to promote the prosperity of our city. Initially, we have a thought of this venture as a way to serve the community as part of our social responsibility to the people for what they have given us over the years. Through their trust, support, and encouragement in all our endeavors, it is about high time to give back. We believe that the newsletter will be a reflection of how the association can contribute in the task of building the competitiveness level of Quezon City and in empowering its people to become productivity members of society. While we are all aware of the current economic difficulties, we know that we have to strive to be more creative and aggressive as we explore new and exciting marketing ideas. The current climate and the touch time must not be stumbling blocks to the achievement of our newsletter, but rather serve as an energizer for new ideas and for our success. With the launch of newsletter, we hope to capture a new audience and become a new voice through which we can channel our contributions to the vibrant exchange of ideas and help build a better society. For this initial period, I'm counting on each and every one of you to show your support and stand behind the venture. Your support and encouragement in this early time will surely embolden and empower us to continue with our struggle to create a better and more meaningful life for all of us. Thank you, 恭喜發財。
台致辞。
Thank you very much. Let's give a warm round of applause for Candice Tan, our host, and Jiro Mercado. I had to mention your name, Candice. All of the people were asking, sino ba yung host natin? Napakaganda. Si Candice po. Ayan. At napaka-talented mo rin, Candice. No? So, good evening, everybody. Malapit ng maggabi. Distinguished guests, People's Republic of China Ambassador to the Philippines, His Excellency Huang Xilian, and of course, Madam Ambassador is here with him today. The President of the Federation of the Filipino-Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Henry Lim Bong Yong. Quezon City Association of Filipino-Chinese Businessmen Incorporated President, Joseph Lim Bon Wan. Quezon City Chinatown Development Foundation Chairman, Charles Chen. And of course, all of your members. Feng Shui Master Reverend Father Wong Sang Chen. Mr. Alfonso C. is with us today. Mr. Wilson Flores as well. And on our side, the Quezon City government, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our beloved councilors. Councilor Mayan Rico from the 1st District of Quezon City. Councilor Bernard Herrera, also from the 1st District. Councilor Dorothy Delarmente is here with us. Councilor Freddy Rojas is here. Councilor Hero Bautista is here, along with all of the other members of the executive department who are here with us. I would also like to greet my colleagues in governance here in Quezon City, all of the barangay chairmen who are here. Let's give them a round of applause. Some of them came all the way from Novaliches, and some are just from the first. But I've seen
barangay captains from all over Quezon City. Thank you so much for your support. From the 3rd district is here. The 2nd district, nandiyan ba kayo? Si Kapwili Cara is here. The 4th district, are you here? Ayan. The 5th, nandito ba yung mga 5th district chairman natin? Yan. Ang mga taga-district 6? Wala. Taga-district, sino ba nakalimutan ko? Okay na, no? At lahat ng mga barangay kagawad, staff, at mga kaibigan na naandito ngayon. Good evening! I wish to greet everyone. Kahapon wala kasi akong boses. Buti na lang bumalik na. At hindi po coronavirus yung sakit ko. Nawalan lang talaga ng boses dahil sa sobrang pagdadaldal. No? Masyado kasing madaldal. I wish to greet everyone a very happy Chinese New Year, or in your language, Kyong Hee Huat Sai, Gong Shi Fat Sai, or Kong Hai Fat Choi. As we usher in the year of the metal rat, let us celebrate this momentous occasion as one family, one community, and one people. Here in Banawe, Quezon City's own Chinatown, an area of prosperity and the largest Chinatown in the entire country, we enjoy the entire Chinese nation in celebrating this, your most important event for the year. Together with the People's Republic of China's ambassador to the Philippines, His Excellency Wang Xilian, who has graciously honored us with his presence today, and together with our Chinese friends and the Filipino-Chinese community, let us commemorate this event by strengthening our bonds and our friendship, and by renewing our ties and our commitment to help and support one another. Someone told me that based on the Chinese horoscope, the rat is the first in the Chinese zodiac cycle, which signifies that a rat year is a year of renewal. It also means a favorable year for almost everybody. Let me also add that Quezon City's Banawe area plays a big part in the history of the Filipino-Chinese community. Locals believe that it is lucky to establish businesses in these Chinese settlements because of the power of the dragon, with the dragon's head located in Binondo, while the tail is positioned in Banawe. Tama ba? Ewan ko, kung tama kayo nagsabi sa akin ito. Hopefully, in this new year, may we all attain peace, progress, and prosperity. May the year of the metal rat be a year of new beginnings, new friendships, and continuing success. It gives me such great honor to be given the opportunity to have distinguished guests with us on occasions such as this. We consider them as the city's partners in our commitment to provide services to the community that help us to achieve our goals and mission as public servants. Our guest of honor, who has just arrived 2 months ago, so this is indeed a warm welcome for you, sir, and we are very grateful that you chose this occasion as your first visit to our beloved city. Our guest of honor has 30 years of experience as a career diplomat, assigned in different countries such as Brunei, India, the United States, Pakistan, Indonesia, and finally the Philippines, holding various titles and performing different responsibilities. He boasts of expertise in Asia and Southeast Asian affairs and has worked with China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs for many years. As the city's mayor, along with my fellow public servants and our constituents, let us all give a round of applause to our guest of honor, to His Excellency Ambassador Wang Xilian for his keynote address. Palapakan po natin ang ating panauhing panghangal. Mr. Ambassador, please join me here on stage. And we are eager to hear your message to all of us here today.
Wow, such a big crowd. So happy to see so many smiling faces, joyful faces. Thank you, Madam Mayor, for your very warm remarks. And I also want to thank those dancers for their wonderful performing of Chinese dancing. Really authentic, really good Chinese dancing. This is a very joyful, a very auspicious moment. So glad to be with you, all of you here. So Honorable Mayor Belmonte, and Your Honorable Mr. Henry Lim, the President of the Federation of Filipino Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Honorable Mr. Lim Bong Huan, President of Quezon Association of Filipino Chinese Businessmen Incorporated. I know that you are brothers. If your elder brother, I know your elder brother is called as the father of hybrid rice. You might be called the uncle of hybrid rice. And Mr. Charlie Chen, Chairman of the Quezon Chinatown Development Foundation. Ladies, gentlemen, dear friends, very good afternoon to all of you. As Madam Mayor said that this is my first time to come to Quezon after my arrival here around less than 2 months ago. And I like this moment to be in Quezon to celebrate the Chinese New Year with so many friends from the Chinese community, the Filipino Chinese community in Quezon, and Chinese and Filipino friends. And as you also may know that this is a year of metal red, which symbolizes the smartness, energy, wisdom, auspiciousness. So on behalf of the Chinese Embassy, I would like to extend my warmest greetings to all friends present here today and those Filipino Chinese community and those Filipino friends. A very happy, very healthy, and very wealthy Chinese New Year. Thank you. And our per capita GDP has reached 10,000 US dollars. And more importantly, the Chinese government last year has lifted 70 million people out of poverty. This is a great achievement. And I'm also very happy to see the new momentum in the Philippines of development. I've been to this country for many years. My first visit to this country was 1992, just when my son was not born yet. So I've come to this country for many years, and I'm particularly happy this time to see that there is very good momentum of development in this country. And I want to come to this city of Quezon. I'm particularly happy to see that kind of prosperity of this city. I'm very confident with the sustained development of your country. The Philippines will enjoy prosperity and its people will enjoy well-being in the future. And last year, we also witnessed very good development between our relations, the relations between China and the Philippines. We had more than 1.8 million visitors from China to this lovely country. And we imported more than 10,000 tons of bananas from this country to China. I know my wife enjoys the bananas from Philippines very well. We hope we will import more agricultural produce from the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, the year of 2020 will be a milestone in both the development of China and Philippine-China relations. By the year end, China will build a moderately prosperous society in all aspects, meeting our first centenary goal. And China will, for the first time in several thousand years history, eradicate absolute poverty in China. And of course, the year of 2020 will also mark the 45th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between China and the Philippines. We have prepared a host of activities throughout the year to celebrate this occasion, and we welcome your active participation in all the activities. Connected by culture and blood, China and the Philippines are good neighbors, good friends, and good relatives. And in the past 3 years, we are very happy to see that under the guidance of President Duterte and President Xi Jinping, our relationship have achieved remarkable progress, and which have generated a lot of benefits to our people. We have launched a lot of projects between the two governments, which are to be completed in the next 2 to 3 years. And we expect those projects, after being completed, will generate real tangible benefits to the people across this country. So in the year of red, of the metal red, the first among the 12 zodiac animals, we believe this will be another good year for China-Philippine relations, and we look forward to working very closely with all Philippine friends to bring our relations into a new era of vigorous and flourishing development. Again, please allow me to express my heartfelt gratitude to Mayor Parmenter and the organizer for inviting me to this event. To conclude, I wish all of you a very happy Chinese New Year. Wish the China-Philippine friendship everlasting. Thank you.
Silian.
Miss, can I have a
In this activity, for the first time, as almost 2 months of being the new ambassador of the Chinese ambassador to the Philippines Embassy of the People's Republic of China, the keynote speaker is no other than Ambassador Wang Zilian. Of course, he is introducing by Mayor Josephine Del Monte. And this activity had a lot of events to showcase the Chinese culture and also the Chinoy, the friendship of the Chinese and Filipino. This is MJ Baliker of DZMJ Online. Makabuluhang journalism, your happiness channel.